Hi, welcome back. This video today, we're going to be talking about what happens when you're out of balance and how you might feel. You're on the second video of your neuroscience adventure, and I'm so happy you both in this video because we're going to be talking about the most important piece of the puzzle, why and how our nervous system gets out of alignment, or in less medical terms, why it tweaks out. Yesterday, we went over the basics of your nervous system, and here's the recap. Your spinal cord and exiting nerves are paramount for every single growth, development, and function in your body. Your nervous system is your communication system for your body, and your brain records any and all information coming at it so that it can respond accordingly. In this video, we're going to cover what can go wrong and why we get kinks that keep our perfectly orchestrated system from working the way it should. So let's go ahead and dig in. Thanks for being here. While your nervous system is perfectly designed, I think we're all savvy enough to know that we're not living in a perfect world. We all invariably run into kinks along the way, whether they're mental, physical, or chemical. Even before birth, babies are tucked away snug and warm in their mother's belly, but those last few months get really crowded in there, and babies get all contorted in all kinds of positions that won't happen again in our lifetimes unless you see a sleeping teenager in the morning. And then there's the birth process, which can be really traumatic, whether it's C-section or a vaginal birth. There's an incredible amount of pressure put on babies' heads and necks during that process. Babies sometimes come out with cords wrapped around their necks. Their arm can be coming out before the rest of their body, or mamas just have really long labors. And then once babies start, they're learning how to crawl, they walk, they're falling off swings, falling down steps, beds, off of monkey bars. If you've watched kids, they fall probably about 10 times a day. So that doesn't even include school sports like football, soccer, basketball, diving, tennis, even video game playing, which seems pretty risk averse, still has a negative impact on posture, development, and coordination. All of these physical traumas that occur in most of our formative years have a major impact on how our nervous system develops, for better or for worse. There are also a whole host of other traumas like emotional and psychological that can cause your nervous system to malfunction. This can be anything as small as a baby or child being shouted at by a parent or older sibling or a teacher. This can be a car accident, death of a loved one or a pet. This can come in so many forms and reasons, many of which we're not even aware that our nervous system is withdrawing in on itself. And all of these stressors create tension in your body, which lead to what I call roadblocks along the spinal cord path in the existing nerves. This results in some of the following: an increase in heart rate due to nervous impulses coming from your brain that pushes into a fight or flight mode, muscles tightening from sitting at the computer for hours, days, weeks, months, or years. And this also is a nervous system dysregulation process. Perpetual mental, emotional stress resulting in chronic illnesses and pain, again, nervous system overload. What happens is that all of this impacts your nervous system. Some of you who are really blessed are able to let all of these stressors roll off your back with little impact. I know a couple of these people. Others, and I'll put myself into this category, take on so much worry, stress, ruminating, so much so that our minds and bodies can't handle everything that's coming at it. If you're not able to handle it, your body will push it down to deal with it later on. If that later on isn't today and you've got to keep pushing forward, the next stressor comes along. If you don't have time or capacity to process the emotions, thoughts, and feelings that accompany the stress, once again, your body will store it away for another time when you do have energy to deal with it. Unfortunately, for many, and in our very busy, overly scheduled lives, that moment doesn't really come, and it may take months, years, or even decades for that stuckness to manifest itself. Every bit of energy that's produced and isn't processed by your brain and nervous system will eventually start pushing out somewhere. That's when your body's engine light starts up. This can manifest as headaches, joint pain, constipation or diarrhea, hormone imbalances, autoimmune issues, thyroid problems, anxiety, depression, and much, much more. What I'd like to impress upon you is this: what we call signs and symptoms is really your body asking for help because the imbalance and pressure has become more than it's able to handle. We'll talk about the whys and hows more later on this month or in this video series. So thanks so much for following along with me on this journey, and I hope this is helping you gain more understanding of why you're feeling the way you do. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from today's share, and I'll be back in your inbox tomorrow so that we can move into the why of prevention. Once again, always in healing. Thanks for sharing, coming along with me on this journey. It's my blessing and my privilege to be able to share with you so much. In healing, Dr. Arjun Khalsa. Thank you.